Start your day on the right foot with Andre Donald here on Real 91.9 and 5FM.
Right here.
www.drealfmgrenada.com. Real Expressions.
When you're walking,
You got to be careful.
what you say when you're talking, you got to be careful. You got to be careful, careful.
Real Expressions. Start your day on the right foot with Andre Donald here on Real 91.9 and 5FM.
Right here.
www.drealfmgrenada.com. Real Expressions.
I'm your friend. You ain't got a better friend than me. I'm here for you 24/7, 48, 4, 365. So don't think that you have a better friend than me. You ain't thinking that at all. Mr. Hilaire, good morning. How you doing this morning? Just the things are going fine with you? Well, great. Who was on this morning already? Let's do a quick check. We'll see. Oh, only Hilaire. Is it? No. There are other persons listening, but only Hilaire commented. Vinicius, are you on? Great, good morning. Yeah. Let's check and see on the other platform how people respond in there. Oh, good morning to those listening to stream. Claudine Houston, what's up? Trust that everything is fine with you? Great. Today's Wednesday, and usually we have the politicians. And I've been trying my best, but, politicians a lot of the time claim that they're pretty busy. Yeah. Sometimes they're really, really busy, give them that. Other times, they just don't want to be bothered by you. Yes, I'm telling you, that's a fact. Sometimes the politicians are really, really busy. All right? And other times, they just don't want to be bothered by you. So that they just don't bother. And then they tell you, oh, I was really, really busy. And this is, be it government or opposition, yeah? They always have other things to do when you really and truly want to talk to them and you want the people to listen to what they have to say. They always have other things to do. And then when they're ready for you and you're not ready for them and you can't accommodate them, then, oh boy, you get into what is their bad books. Yeah, it happens. And that is so not very nice. But as I always say, and I realize I've been making this statement a lot these days, it is what it is. Right? It is what it is. Life will continue. With me, without me, life is going to continue. You understand that? The buses will not stop running if I'm no longer here. Right? The church bell will will do so and not chime if I'm not here. Things are going to continue. You are going to go to work as normal. You may come to my funeral. and not necessary to do so and say farewell to me, but just to look and see what happened at my funeral. Do you understand? Right. So, anyway, speaking of funerals, though, and gone, there's something I have to raise this morning, but I will raise it after I would have played for you Waterwise from the National Water and Sewage Authority. Stay with us. That's coming up next.
Customer services, bill payment, revenue collections. We are open. NOASA's Lucas Street headquarters. Come, we are excited to serve you. NOASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Good morning, listeners, and welcome to Waterwise, a production of the National Water and Sewage Authority, NOASA. I am Wendy Chateau. On Tuesday, July 6, 2021, NOASA officially commissioned its new Lucas Street headquarters. We have been sharing remarks from Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell on our most recent programs, and this morning we bring you remarks from our line minister, Senator Nolan Cox, who began his message by highlighting the importance of looking to the past with a view to appreciating the present.
Sometimes we often look at where we are and sometimes forget the journey. And I think the journey for this company is one that stands out. A few months ago, I had an opportunity to engage the board of directors, and I was very impressed with the work that have been done, not just in recent time, but what would have happened previously. And congratulations must go out to the previous directors, employees who stayed the course to ensure that this company evolved to where it is today. And I say evolve because I could recall in Karaku, the water that we used to have was underground water that will come through the lines, sometimes are different colors, different shades, different tastes. Today, we speak a different story. You have Piti Matnik that has potable water throughout the island. That is a significant achievement. You have Karaku, which is about 25% pipe bone, and plans are on the way to expand. So I must say that I have seen the growth of this company and the work of the persons behind it. I want to speak a little bit on the facility and just to congratulate the manager again for ensuring that we have this facility here. I know that staff are very much comfortable, very much so, because they have said that to me quietly. I shouldn't probably disclose that. But they are very comfortable and we are happy. And not just that, our key stakeholders, our customers, they are the ones who are going to benefit from the use of this facility when you look at it. They have a wonderful place to come. And I know that the amenities that have been offered for customers is one that must be commended. So I want to commend NOASA and the staff, the board, everybody for bringing this project to fruition. Projects are dynamic. A lot of things can go wrong. And when you're at this stage, you must be grateful for that. The contractor and his team also must be commended for being here today. But one of the things that is constant sometimes in this type of services that you provide, essential services, is that oftentimes we take it for granted. We take this service for granted, I believe. And the Minister for Agriculture is here, and he would understand in the context the importance of water for agriculture production, all the exports that we have going on a weekly basis, even from our fish markets to keep it tidy, to have our products ready to go out. Even for the industry, just for the whole economic development of this country, you need potable water. And that is the importance that this company, this service quietly deals with on a daily basis. And it goes sometimes unnoticed. But I think when you look at how this company operates, there is a delicate balance in which NOASA operates on a daily basis. And the recent rains speak to that delicate balance. When we have no rainfall, we have outages. When we have heavy rainfall, we still have outages. And sometimes even worse outages. So those are the things that the staff, the team have to deal with every day.
Public Utilities Minister Senator Nolan Cox. Tune in to our next program to hear more from our official commissioning ceremony. Until then, I am Wendy Chateau on behalf of the entire team at NOASA, wishing you a fantastic day.
Customer services, bill payment, revenue collections. We are open. NOASA's Lucas Street headquarters. Come, we are excited to serve you. NOASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk? Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk?
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do.
Good morning, I'm back with you. Realize that. If I'm back with you, then that's good. I also brought my little brother, so that you can see him. All right, so let me show you my little brother. There he is. There he is. Wave for the people, Brandon.
Good morning, everybody.
They're not hearing you. I tell you wave. I didn't tell you to speak.
Okay.
Do you not understand the difference between wave and speak? You okay? Now you can speak.
Good morning, everybody.
What's up, bro?
A day, man.
So, what do you have for me in sports world? Good news or bad news?
Unfortunately, no good news at all. West Indies, very disappointing last night with the bat.
How much did they make?
123. Yeah. Very, very poor batting performance.
You expect different?
Yes.
No, I don't.
I mean, at least
I don't expect different.
score at least 200.
I'm drinking my thing. I don't expect different, and I'll tell you why. Well,
We have to wait until he finish drinking his smoothie.
my smoothie. You know what it is this morning? My smoothie has salsa and avocado and water.
Okay.
All right, that's a smoothie this morning. Now let me get to you and West Indies, sir. So they wouldn't. Let me tell you something. Sometimes West Indies need to be shocked off their rocker before they can respond.
Okay.
And then again, you have to understand this is not 2020. The concentration span of our cricketers is lacking. 2020, they know come throw bat. If they out, nobody in bothering with them. That's
Yeah.
good. If it's hit or miss with 2020. The one day international takes a little bit more craft. This is 50 overs you bat in for. So there's a little bit more craft in the whole thing. So they may perform, I don't know, they may perform good on something. But then again, you can't blame them. They're playing in Barbados. And I had my field day on Barbados, on the Barbadians this morning.
Yeah.
We didn't have the
I figured,
cricket.
yeah, the stream, we didn't get the stream.
Didn't get the stream.
Yeah.
They sent us a YouTube stream, and there's even a station out of Dominica I was speaking to, and they too cannot play the YouTube stream.
Oh.
Just like how we cannot play the YouTube stream, they cannot play the YouTube stream.
Yeah, because I know a lot of cricket fans were looking out for the game.
Well, I met people say, yo, what happened? You can get sponsored out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. We have sponsorship for the games. It's just that the way just messed up.
Oh.
Andrew Mason and so is a waste of time. Trust me, I'm saying it. Andrew Mason is a waste of time. You know, I got a message, and I'll be straight up with you. Listen to this. This is very interesting. I messaged Andrew yesterday morning at 7:17. He responded with a voice note at 8:15. So like an hour later. I sent him messages 3:36, 3:47, 7:04. And the 7:04 is this morning. And then I called him this morning early, like about 5:30, which is the usual time calling him. He didn't answer. He answered at about just about 7:05 this morning. I called again and he answered. and went off in a long tirade, like if you're talking to some school child.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I say, yo, just around the time when Kenya is praying, I'm like, yo, I gotta go. I gotta go. You either hold on, I gotta go, and just continue going on. So I just cut off my phone. No, you see, let me tell you something, and this is straight up. The Bajans do not respect the small islands. They do not respect us in St. Vincent, us in Dominica, us in St. Lucia, us in Grenada and Antigua. And so the Bajans do not respect us.
Okay.
That is a fact. They believe that they are Lord and Mighty. And what happened yesterday proved to them that they ain't ready yet. It proved to them that they ain't ready yet. Because they realized that they failed the cricketing world. Because you cannot use a YouTube stream for that, because you know YouTube will insert ads as they fit.
Yeah.
As they see fit. So you just can't take the chance. You understand? Come on. They need to do better.
And a lot of people was looking out for the cricket.
A lot of people was looking out for the
But
cricket.
we have a complaint.
Which is?
The usual, we the ads we have to play.
Well, so, duh.
So I was speaking to one guy yesterday called, and he said, Friday? He said, you play too much ads.
What?
I said, well, we have to pay bills. We have to keep our sponsors happy. And then he suggested that we bring the closing ceremony after every game. I said, it's not easy as you think, because he thinking I'm in the station. I said, no, and it's not easy to play an ad every over. And he said, it's 20 over. And you want to go do it all the time.
Yeah.
It's not an easy job to sit down in front of the computer. Every time an over is finished, you have to play an ad. It's not easy. It doesn't sit down moving this, moving that.
But what I do sometimes is that I give them 2 overs to listen. So maybe you can try that. Give them 2 overs to listen to.
Okay.
And you take an ad break after every 2 overs. You do it after every 1, so just try it after every 2 overs. You're doing an ad break. And if a wicket falls, right, it takes a time when the next person comes in. So you can do an ad just to make up now. You can do an ad in the break when the wicket falls.
Okay.
After they would have said, okay, fine, he's out caught. Caught at the wicket for 20, whatever. Right. So he's going, you take an ad. So by the other time the other person reaches to the crease, you're ready again to go.
Yeah.
But folks don't understand how difficult this is,
It's very, very difficult.
Yeah.
And then moving over to football, we finished our group in the group matches in the CONCACAF World Cup.
Who we?
Grenada.
Grenada is that team from Dongso?
Yeah.
I live in St. Patrick's, remember?
Yeah, we didn't win any games. But we scored a goal last night.
Who scored?
Oh gosh, I forgot his name. No, I forgot his name.
What team? You know?
I wonder if he's a foreigner. It's a foreign-based player. I have to double check. I was sleeping. And I got up and watched the score.
You're sleeping?
Yeah.
Somebody just told me they text me last night, but I didn't answer. But what? When I do so, I'm watching back now. That person texts me at 9:14, Brandon. What is happening there? 9:14.
You're sleeping?
They realize that by that time I gone. Once there's nothing to do at 9:14, I'm not wasting
And
time.
I can't stay awake after 9 o'clock.
There you go.
That's the thing. And you know the cricket finishes
yeah.
at 11.
How did you make out?
Well, I put on the fan.
So the fan kept you. Okay.
Yeah, I was up trying to make it. And then the Bucks won the NBA Finals.
Oh yeah, that's good news to the Bucks. I put it this way. I don't whenever my team goes out, whenever my team would go out, I don't bother to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like you gone.
I just wanted Giannis to get a ring. Him and Chris Paul, but that couldn't happen. Is either one
let's
of them.
split the ring.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
You see now, and this is a question you can ask. In years, you can ask sporting enthusiast discussion. Name 3 brothers who got rings back to back in the NBA. 3 brothers.
The brothers.
The brothers.
Yeah.
One got last year.
The Lakers.
And 2 got this year.
Oh yeah, his brother plays for the same Bucks.
His brother plays for the Bucks.
Yeah.
That has never happened before in the NBA.
Okay.
Brothers getting rings back to back. That has never happened before.
There was a lot
and
of
I
talk about-
doubt if you have a 3 brothers getting rings or even 2 brothers getting rings. I doubt it.
I mean, it could happen, and we have the Ball brothers.
Well, yeah, what I'm talking about
Yeah.
presently.
Yeah.
Presently, but back-to-back rings, definitely. That's the first time. Brothers getting rings back-to-back.
Okay.
And 3 brothers, I think, is the first time. I'm not even sure if they're 2. They may have been cousins and son getting rings, but I don't think they've been brothers getting rings like that. So the Atentikumpo brothers out of Nigeria. You know that, right?
Yeah, I thought it was Greece.
Well, here's what. They moved, the family migrated from
Nigeria.
Nigeria to
Greece.
Greece.
Okay.
Or is it the mother is from Greece and the father is from wherever? But one father from either side, and
Okay.
yeah. But the lineage is out of Nigeria.
Yeah, the Greek freak got his ring.
The
man.
Greek freak finally got his ring.
You think he will stay
Where?
in Milwaukee?
Well, if he was going to leave Milwaukee, he would not have taken $225 million last year.
But he could leave, right, if he wanted to.
Right now,
Yeah.
be very difficult. A team could not pay him that kind of money.
Okay.
Well, he's not on the trading block. They wouldn't trade him. And you'd have to give up your whole team to get him. Come on, he's a champion.
Okay.
You ain't getting that as easy as that. It doesn't happen like that. But he's not. He's signed for the next 3 to 4 years or whatever. Maybe 3 years, and maybe the 4th year is a player option or something like that, or 4 years.
It's a max, right?
Yeah, it's a max contract, 225 million. Who gives up 225 million?
I mean, you could give me one. One I don't want to.
I don't even want one, Brandon. You give me $250,000, I'm good. I support Milwaukee for the rest of my life. If you give me yeah, but so Milwaukee got a ring. That was a good thing last night. West Indies lost, Grenada lost again.
Yep. And the Olympics has started.
Yeah,
The
but I
football-
told you, I did tell y'all that y'all say, oh, Palma giving us 12 and all kind of thing. And I said, that is not going to happen. I told y'all that.
Well, our last game, we wanted to put up, a fight. But
No, it's not
But the
put
thing
up a
about
fight.
it, one of the players who I thought was going to get picked for the Gold Cup,
Mm-hmm.
he plays for Hard Rock, Leon Braveboy. And if you watch football, that's one for the future. I call him
Leon Brave Boy.
Yeah,
Where's he from?
River Sally. He plays for Hard Rock. He's a winger. Very, very talented. PC is like a modern day winger. Full of skills. If you watch him play, very,
Plays for
very
Hard Rock,
skillful.
you saying?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Well, I'll kind of keep an eye
I
out
was
for him.
disappointed he didn't get picked for the Gold Cup. I really want him to play.
He's a winger.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Well,
really
let's
wanted
see what
him to play.
happens.
But as I told him, I said, look, I support you, I support my team, but let's face it, I don't see us winning a game because the Gold Cup, it's a whole nother level for Grenada. And I don't look at, based on the results from the World Cup qualifiers, teams like Antigua and we getting beat, and we going to the Gold Cup, play
We
teams
were
like
lucky to
Honduras.
get into the Gold Cup.
Right.
We were just plain lucky. And it's a good thing because it meant exposure for the guys. If there are a couple guys who have talent and they would have been spotted, well, that's good. Other than that, it's a good thing because it would mean a bit more money coming into Grenada football. I hope that they're able to manage it. It was a good thing we went, and it is time now to get rid of the coach. All the coaches, get rid of them, fire them. The physio and everybody, fire everybody. Bring in a new coaching staff, a new staff.
Do you believe we should bring in a local coach?
Yes, I believe that we should have a local coach, and we have a technical director, right?
Yeah.
Right. That is what the technical director is for. Because our technical director is not from Grenada.
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah, he is.
Who is that?
Jerry Alexis. I stand correct.
Oh, Jerry Alexis. I know Jerry Alexis. Well, okay, fine. But we have had technical directors from other islands,
Yeah.
other countries, territories. Good. So good. Technical director should be right there with the coach. Right there with the coach, because he's the technical director. He's the one who's setting different programs. He's the one who's spotting different players, maybe even more than the coach, right? And let the coach coach the team. If the coach belongs to, say, let's say, who's Hard Rock's coach?
That's Quack.
Quack. Let's say they choose Quack as the national coach. Quack is the national coach. He is no longer the coach of Hard Rock. He is to have nothing to do in terms of coaching Hard Rock.
Okay.
He may speak in the coach's ear, the person who takes up for him for Hard Rock.
Mm-hmm.
He may speak in that person's ear, whisper something in their ear, and say, "Hey, you know, you probably could try this." But he's to have nothing in terms of going and coach Hard Rock on the sidelines. No, he is the national coach. End the story. And he gets paid just like the person who is having the job now gets paid. And if it means that he has to be put up in St. George's at various times, put him up in St. George's so as to deal with his team. So he only has the team to worry about, and it is his job. He does not have to do so and go and lay blocks the next day when you would have finished coaching late in the night and go and have to lay blocks. No, that must not happen.
I think that's a big problem we have in Grenada too.
That is a
football,
big
because
problem.
you have players working construction,
Mm-hmm.
other jobs, and then they're rushing come to training,
Right.
and then they're tired, and then you have games, and players are tired and everything. So that's a stumbling block for us down here as well.
Right. So we need to do so and fix that. If we can fix that in terms of having the coach the team, a local coach, he's a local coach. He's given every single thing that you will give the foreign coach. You give it to him. If it means that he now picks up and starts to live in St. George's, wherever he starts, whatever. If he does not have license, he can't drive, then what you need to do is to make a vehicle available to him and make a driver available to him.
Okay.
So that he can do different things that he can visit games and look at players. He doesn't pick players from other teams. No, he looks at players. So that when these players are given to him, he knows. Because he will have seen them. We have to do some change this thing. As a matter of fact, I'm suggesting here, and you will think that you would have never, and I want to record this, Brandon, because you probably would want to go back to it and to hear me really saying this. Let me tell you this, Brandon. In order for Grenada football to go to the next level at this particular time, remember I said, first thing has to happen is that we need to get rid of the coach and the coaching staff. They failed us miserably because we saw that the defense in most of the matches was left wanting.
Yeah.
They did not have anything to do with defense. Not that they were much better on the attacking third, but they just went to bits with defense. Good. So when you fire all the coach and the coaching staff, the next person to get rid of is Chenny Joseph, the president of the Grenada Football Association. It is time for new blood. Chenny has done well over the years, and you can put this in your pipe and smoke it, Brandon. Chenny has done well over the years. I think that in terms of Grenada football, as a president, no one has done a better job than Chenny over the years. No one.
Okay.
You can't put your foot in Chenny's shoes. Not like that. However, it is time for a new swing in the ball. And I say swing because, talking cricket and stuff, but it is time for a different feel at the top. It's time for Chenny to go. Chenny needs to now sit back and give advice to Grenada football. The time has come for him. And don't come and bring in no Nat Simpson and Paul Roberts and them, Forget that. Forget that. Don't come and do something to me, you're handing me Bruce Swan, Forget that. We have to look at the football and find someone who can take the football to the other level. Chenny, you're right enough playing, you're going enough places, you see all kind of places. Time for you to do so and spend your money to ride the plane, Chenny. FIFA tired, spend money on you. It's time. You ain't gonna be like Sepp Blatter and you there and you can't go. You have to go, Chenny. Goodbye, Chenny. God bless you. Take care of yourself. But this is what has caused it, The losing 3 games back to back like that? No. That's it. Then they're done, right? They come back now.
Yeah.
All right. To what? To what? They coming in on the airport. Man, watch. I wish they had a lot of injection for them to get slam injection in their hand and all kind of thing. And seriously, quarantine them like nothing. You understand? No, seriously. If I was to quarantine them as they come and they had to go in quarantine, I put them to quarantine stadium. I put them to quarantine stadium, Brandon. So while they're being quarantined, play football. Play football. Go on quarantine stadium. I know a lot of people don't like what I see this morning, but then I see it already. So, who you back in for the female 100 meters at the Olympics, Brand?
My Jamaican athlete.
Kellyanne?
Shellyan. Yeah. I really wanted the American sprinter there too.
Richardson?
Yeah, Richardson.
Shikari?
Yeah.
Ganja girl? Shikari is a ganja girl. Shikari, she failed herself for her own self.
Yeah.
She knows the rules.
I just really wanted her to be there. Again, I'm looking forward to the 400 meters final. I don't think we're gonna get a gold medal, honestly. I really don't think we're gonna get a gold medal.
As long as you have a win in the race, a runner in the race, you can get anything.
You think so?
As long as you have a runner in the race, you can get anything. There's a thing called disqualify.
Well, yeah.
And if everybody else gets disqualified, then you could walk. Then your runner could walk the whole race and win. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, if Vanikok comes up again with another sub 43, 44. I mean.
What's his fastest time for the season?
His fastest time. He doing the mid 44s. He hasn't broken that barrier.
That's why I'm asking you what is his.
But then again, when he broke the world record, he wasn't running that specific time.
Doesn't mean that
it was in the final. Yeah, I'm not saying you're gonna repeat it, but there's a possibility.
I would love for him to repeat it. I would want Kirani James to win the gold,
Yeah, I want him
but
to
for
win too.
his,
I want him to win.
for the guy, for the South African, hey, and it'd be a good thing for him to win it for South Africa right now, understanding the struggles that they're having presently in South Africa. It'd be good that the South Africans can stop for a minute and celebrate.
Okay.
It'd be really, really good for them to stop for a minute and celebrate the fact that, hey, we have won another gold at the Olympics. It'd be good. I'm a Grenadian, so of course I'd love for Kirani to win. You know, I'd love for Kirani to win. But with the challenges that Kirani has faced over the past couple of years,
losing his mom and
all sorts of things, you know. Hey, you know, it. But remember, Dexter said that Kirani has already won.
Yeah.
With all the challenges and everything that the Graves' disease and everything that he has had to go through, and still to be able to qualify for the Olympics, bang on. 4420175, not 09. Calling the wrong number if you want to get on air with me this morning. 4420175. Yeah. So.
But you know, I should leave you know. I have work to do.
Yeah, go on. And probably you could answer that phone and see who's trying to bother me if you go outside there. Thanks, Brandon. Have a nice day. Great. It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5. www.therealfmgrenada.com. And we're going to take a commercial break, my friends, and we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent. Perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines. Yet suitable for your hand wash. Soft on your hands. Ozone disinfectant cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness, keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents, soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Dr. Chaitan again, international social skill consultant, reminding you that we should stop every form of sexual violence here in the beautiful island of Grenada.
And me say no make them take advantage of you.
Now more than ever, Flow is working hard to keep you connected to the things that matter most. Your family, your work, and your favorite entertainment. We are also providing Flow Study free of charge so students can stay connected and up to date with their schoolwork. And because your safety is our highest priority, you can manage your account from the safety of your own home through the MyFlow app. We are here for you, keeping you connected.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Treat yourself from head to toe with A1 hair, skin, and beauty products from Sarah's Hair and Beauty Supply Store, located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, close to the New Testament Church. Want to achieve that classy Instagram model look? Come visit us at Sarah's Beauty Salon. We offer expression, pre-stripped, and antibacterial braids, forelocks, jerry curl, deep wave, yaki weave. Knit front wigs are also available, both synthetic and human hair. Of course, we offer a collection of extensions, Brazilian 100% human hair and Peruvian 100% virgin Remy. We provide our customers with the finest nail care products, eyelashes, do-rags, razors, shaving products, and weaving needles to keep you stylish and popping. Visit Sarah's Hair and Beauty Supply Store today, and remember, we treat our customers with the lowest prices nationwide and raging discounts store-wide. Sarah's Hair and Beauty Supply Store, where all your beauty wishes will most certainly be granted.
It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the WORLD. It is indeed a pleasure to have you once again for another morning. As a matter of fact, this morning is like a different morning. Yeah, why is it different? Well, here's why. Remember, we started having the females, and we had all females save one, Minister Moses. We could not have Minister Moses. So we've moved on to the next, where we are looking now to speak to the senators. And we are starting with the senators in, but the senators on the government side. So you would have, on the government side, you would have Senator Roland Bowler, Senator Winston Garvey, Nolan Cox, and Senator Judd Cadet. It also have Senator, what's his name? Simon Steele. Well, how can I forget Simon Steele? But I'd make it 5. I'm missing one. Am I? Yeah, I'm missing one. So I have Senator Cox, I have Senator Winston Garvey, I have Senator Simon Steele, Senator Judd Cadet, and Senator Bowler, but I'm missing one. It should be 6. Man, you know what? Let me not miss any. I have online with me Senator Winston Garvey, and he will help me with that one that I'm missing. Which is the one that's running around the yard, Mr. Garvey?
Senator Katisha Williams.
Katisha! She'll probably kill me for that.
No. She won't.
She won't?
She'll just say, oh boy, he's not informed.
No. And then I'll say, well, no, you don't get involved in the mix of things, so we don't know about you.
You're right there. Right on point.
Senator Katisha Williams. Oh, well, it'll be a bomb when I get to her, because at least I can now get to know her. You see, but one of the things, Senator Garvey, is that the senators, not on the government side, but the senators in the House on the other side, they keep changing so very often you can't keep up.
Oh boy.
Can you keep up?
This one is it's the first time we have seen this. We're experiencing something like this. But it just tells you how dynamic politics in Grenada is. That people could probably say could be confused because on the other side they're not fully ready for governance.
Mm-hmm.
So as a result, you find you have all this set of changes because they're not there as yet. If you're settled and you know where you want to go and how you're going to take people along with you, you will have a plan and you walk to the plan. But it appears that plan is, if it is prepared,
mm-hmm.
It has holes in it, and they're trying to fine-tune to find the right mix. I wish them well, but at the same time, the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Martinique is aware as to what is happening and know who is ready to govern and to take us in this difficult COVID times, take us over the line.
You know, I came up with something the other day. You know, I always come up with crazy things, but I came up with something the other day that this period, this parliamentary period, has cost the state more than any other period in the parliament's history. Why? We have had how many changes of senators?
We've
the agriculture
of agriculture.
Right. So that's one.
Mm-hmm. Then we had the three opposition senators.
Right.
First.
Right.
And then we had one of the opposition from the three that was brought in. Well.
Yeah, one left.
One left.
All right.
So that's where we're at. I heard the comments you've made.
You heard the comments, yeah, but they cost us a lot of money for concessions now.
I don't think it was utilized.
And,
so
them people wasted time. They should have put me there all the time and I utilize. And the first thing I utilize it.
I don't think you. Well, now you're making it sound crazy because I don't think you want to expose your hand like that to say that.
What?
You're in there for yourself, basically.
You can say what you want. The first thing I do is that self-preservation. Believe that. Good morning, Senator Garvey. How are you? How's the family?
I am doing well. The family is great, and at least in these times we are doing all that we can to remain safe and healthy, and we extend the same thing to the nation because we know the time and season that we are in, and this time it is all on us. I mean, the government can establish principles and policies and so forth, but to spare yourself from COVID, it has to do a lot with you as an individual. So the onus is on all of us to make the necessary changes to our lifestyle and the decisions that is so apt towards keeping us safe, we are responsible to do that. Nobody gonna have a big stick over your head and say this is where you have to go. Yes, you can put legislation in place to help to control the behavior of people, but at the end of the day, it's left to us as individuals.
Most definitely. But looking, I mean, I know health is not your ministry, but
I only reported it in the ministry.
yes, I know it's not your ministry. But Senator, when you look at where we started on that day in March back in 2020 to where we are now as a nation, how would you encapsulate that?
Okay, I will start first from the spiritual connotation. We have had a number of people, ever so often, folks will come on the radio or on the TV and say the Lord send them a message and say that God asks for the nation to repent because of evil and so forth. And I never really question this. I just take it as it comes. When I look at where we are at today from the first case of COVID we had in the country, compare us to the other nations, I have to say that God has kept this nation. There's nothing else that could have saved us from the mass infection that we have seen happening just outside of our borders. So, really and truly, we have to be thankful as a nation that, one, we have done a few things right. And first of all, we're classified as a Christian nation, a praying nation. So we give God thanks and praise for this. He has protected us. Secondly, we have a prime minister. He's a scientist, and he understands the science very well. And as a result, it informs the decision that he has made and has encouraged us to make to protect this country. So he took no chances. You have a Minister of Health who have the mandate to ensure that we have the necessary protocols in place, the Chief Medical Officer to implement and so on. But the Prime Minister, as the head of the cabinet, has been saying, team, in order for us to protect this country, we have to follow the protocols that have been established. And this is what we have done. So at times when we were considered to be very stringent and other countries try to make mockery of us, because of our leader and his exposure, as I said, to science, we didn't feel that the mockery was going to stand as something that will embarrass us. But in the end, it proved that we were right to enforce the measures. When we see curfew is so and so time to enforce it. When we see about following the protocol and the science, and we maintain this, this is what, secondly, has given us that sort of opportunity to enjoy that level of if you say, non-infectious rate in the country, a serious infectious rate. And thirdly, I want to commend our people. Despite some of the lawlessness and so forth, generally, our people have obeyed the protocol. And yes, you will find in the open some people will not be wearing the mask. They have it as chain riders and so forth. But ever so often, they will put it up. So our people must be commended, for in large parts, they follow the protocol. Mind you, we are in a season where this thing is controlled by a spirit. And I listen to the people talk and so forth. And it's like they just feel they have to exhale in this time. This is our carnival. This is our revelry time, and we could jump up and so forth. But we know these events could be mass spreaders. If one person slipped through the crack, as we have seen happen in the BVI, we could be in some sticky waters. So we are encouraging our people. Let us hold out for this year. We should be able to get over the line. People being vaccinated and you're past herd immunity and so forth. Next year should be better, but let's not risk it. So that's the 3 points I wanted to raise as to what caused us to be at this relatively comfortable position at this point.
As you've said, and as we've alluded to, the government has, and I do agree that the government has done a magnificent job under the stewardship of Prime Minister Mitchell. However, you still hear, and you spoke of them a bit, you still hear the statement that people make, well, we don't have any cases, so why can't we do things that we are accustomed to doing? How do you think the government would like to respond to that?
Well, we have been saying, and we've been using the best response method that is available. Examples. St. Kitts would have been, St. Kitts in one sense, but BVI would have been saying the same thing because they were a prime example. Had no cases, not to talk about. And within a week, they shot up to over 300 and something. And in 2 weeks, wow, we're flying over 1,000. And you're wondering, well, how come there was no cases and people had this sense of probably feeling, well, we're free. We're back to normalcy. And one person slipped through the crack and into the community, and there you have community spread. And what we have been saying, and we will continue to advocate, there is right now 2 known cases on island, and they are in quarantine.
We have 2 known cases now, you're saying?
Yes.
As of when?
That would have been, last information was on Monday. I didn't look at the report this morning, but it's Monday. And they are in quarantine, so we know of them. Let's look at one example. A gentleman left Trinidad, came to Petit Martinique, took a ferry from Petit Martinique into Carriacou, and used the Osprey from Carriacou into Grenada. And when he got on the mainland, he mingled, he went into call center, this place and that, the other, and so forth. The cause he came for, I think his dad was ill, or something of the sort. So you said the emotional link to the problem, he just wanted to be there. But albeit, he did it the wrong way. Thankfully, the guy was not positive for COVID. Had he been, look at, you can just follow the line.
Yeah.
And this could have, by the time we get to know it, think of what would have happened within the community. And because our society is so small, everybody know each other, and people just move around. Think of what could have happened as a result of this. That's the risks we're asking people not to take because we don't know. Do what you have been told. Follow the protocols. Do this distancing. This mass gathering and people not vaccinated and so forth could be super spreaders of this virus. Stop it. Let's just follow. And that's the message the government has been given. Let's follow the science and do what we are told, because at any moment this could fall down. And let me say clearly, there is a fear right now. A fear that our people are, and mind you, the comfort level that only 2 known cases and they're in quarantine. They came from the plane, we find them and they're in quarantine and so forth. So there is this sense of, if you want to say, I would say false security, that there is no cases out there, so we're free to just go about and do what we want.
Mm-hmm.
And as I said, the examples in the countries around us has proven that this has become the downfall for the society. So the fear is people will continue to violate the rules and regulations and could put the entire country at risk of some community spread of the COVID virus.
Outside of being a minister of government, you're of course a pastor. I cannot say that I know of any pastors who really and truly supports jab jab. But can you make a broad statement in relation to what is happening or what has been happening over the past couple of weekends, especially on Sundays, when members of the population believe that it is their right to go ahead and play jab jab?
Well, 2 Saturdays ago, I was at a location and close to a hump in the road, so obviously the vehicle had to slow down. And in the vehicle, in the back of the vehicle, there was either two or three young men. But I distinctly saw what we used to call before the posy and the cow horn. So I called out to my friend and said, wait a minute, look at this. And these guys this one in particular pushed his head outside and look at me. I probably recognized who I was. And he looked at me and maybe he had a little smoke in his face.
Mm-hmm.
But he went down south. And I said, wait a minute, what is going on here? He said, yeah, that look as if they have something organized. I've been told of what happened in one parish in village in St. George.
Mm-hmm.
We call it Willis.
Yeah. Everybody knows that it happened in Willis.
Well, I was told again,
Mm-hmm.
weekend gone, they're planning for it. I said, okay, fine, we're aware. But there is this level of defiance because folks feel this is their time and their time to revel. And as I said, this thing is controlled by spirit. So people who are hooked in it will be motivated because the music will be played. That thing will get inside of them and they will want to just exhale, as we say,
Mm-hmm.
and to play a mass. This is not the government is not comfortable with this. And obviously, it is putting a lot of strain on the resources of the RGPF. But it's this, as I said, this is a common sense decision. People must know that besides breaking the law, you're endangering your life and the life of your family because you can become infected and having to go back into your home. You can be bringing this thing home. So, as I've said before, what we're seeing with the uptake of vaccination and so forth, we could be in the range of herd immunity and so on. This might be just probably the last year there are going to be some restrictions. Hold out. Hold out. The risk is too great to continue with those jab-like activities.
And also for another health reason, and I'm not saying it to the Minister of Health, sir, but another health reason, do you think that we probably need to start educating our people as it relates to not stopping them from playing jab, but looking for something different to use than the old oil because of what the old oil can do to your body?
I agree with you. Education is key in this regard. Maybe the younger generation would be the ones who will, you might be quicker to get to understand this. But from what I've seen from the folks who have been doing this year go, year come, they're saying to you, it's not the same thing if you have something else on you. So the paint and even the charcoal and so forth is not a real thing. Because there is, in their mind, it's only going to be that when you put on the oil. But let's look at the chemical composition of the oil, because it is oil that has been used, would have passed through the engine, the breakdown of chemicals and so forth. That could be extremely dangerous for your skin, because your skin is very porous. You get into the skin and think of the health effects this is going to have on you. So I agree. We need to educate people on the dangers of this. But probably somebody may have to come up with invest into something that probably could bring you close to that effect of the oil, but environmentally safe, and probably it might be a business for you to consider.
Well, I'll tell you this, Senator. The interesting thing is that jab was first played with tar and not oil. And then round about, I think it could have been around 72, 73. Round about then, when there was this this ban on the jab because they ran through an Angel Haps Steel Orchestra on Melville Street and caused real problems. The jab then changed from tar to charcoal. And then somewhere along the line, I don't remember when, they changed from the charcoal to the old oil of today. So it may not be an unwise thing if someone starts looking at the business and seeing how they can get the charcoal and what mixture they can use, what they can come up with, so as to have charcoal used instead of using oil oil, which can be detrimental to the body.
So it's a business idea we are throwing out today. So probably somebody could take it up, and I could very well see something could be developed. Yeah, same.
Well, I'll just say this way: if someone takes it up, just remember me when they come in the kingdom.
I think it is my idea, but I will give you the right.
I hear you, bro. I hear you loud and clear.
You predicate what you said before right. on being pastor, so I was saying this. So obviously, it is yours.
Okay. Anyway, but let's switch a bit and let's come. It's 8:30, friends, and we're gonna speak to the senator until 8:45. Now, Senator, you are primarily responsible for disaster management.
Yes.
NADMA is your baby. You have to deal with every as they say, every time the wind blow, you have to be in the wind. You have to know what's happening. You have to know what's taking place. We have started our hurricane season. I dare say we never go past any threat, because there's always a threat. There's the volcano, there's hurricane, and even the sun can, if it gets too hot, it will be a bother for you, because you'd have to start thinking of how you're going to speak to the nation on keeping cooler. You don't want heat waves. I want
to introduce another one for you.
Tell me.
The Sahara dust.
There you go. The Sahara dust. That is a problem too. How are you going? Generally, how are you going? And then we're going to zero in for a couple of minutes in the hurricane season that we are in. How are you going in relation to NADMA right now, Minister?
Well, what I can say to you at this point in time, we have been working towards ensuring that the 17 districts that is responsible for the island of Grenada under a National Disaster Management Agency are up and running. And let me just break this down to say that, yes, we have 15 parishes, 7 parishes, but 15 constituencies. We have broken the country into 17 districts. So you have St. David's as one of the larger constituencies, having 2. Mm-hmm. And each district is responsible for the management and administering of disaster management or disaster-related issues within that district. So they will have a committee that is a miniature committee to what the national structure is.
Yeah.
And they're responsible for looking at all the hazards within the district, what the district is exposed to, and to come up with risk reduction strategies to help to mitigate against any of those hazards impacting the state, and at the same time reducing the effects of the impact. So we have those 17 districts. What we have been doing and constantly is to build capacity within those districts so they will be able to respond adequately in the event that we have a threat of an impact or an impact itself. And the last thing that we have done was a training in shelter management. As you know, a key component to withstand any hazards, be it a hurricane, maybe the effects of an earthquake, or a volcano, as we've seen in St. Vincent, where people will be displaced from their homes and having to go into a shelter where they were taken care of. We have been training our shelter managers and all the general people to have a pretty good handle of the managing of a shelter. And given that we are within a COVID time, and there are special requests or requirements in order for us to adequately, one, shelter people, and two, keep them safe from the hazard itself and the COVID virus. So we have been doing this. We have done the first training would have been with the shelter managers themselves, and then secondly, all the support staff. So we bring people there. There are also training in response techniques, because again, you need to know what has to happen if we have that impact from that hazard.
Mm-hmm.
One other area that is close to my heart, and I've reached out to the World Bank in helping us to build a community disaster risk reduction strategy. And the first thing that came to mind, and we're aggressively working on that, is the mapping of the district or the constituency for all the vulnerable areas that is prone to rock falls, slides, flooding, and so forth. And then to get the necessary resource to support building capacity in those areas. When we had the incident in St. John's with the boulders being dislodged and so forth, we have moved in that direction, and I know there is a proposal with the Caribbean Development Bank in this regard to assist us in that area. But as I said, generally it's for the entire country. So that's another thing that we've been doing. And the other area that we have on board right now is that we've asked our districts to come up with concept notes so we can write a project proposal to deal with a hazard within the district. So be it an area that's, let's say, that is flooding quite easily, and we can build some capacity there to deal with that, come up with the concept note, and we're going to write up the proposal, because there are available out there resources to help. And the last thing that I want to push in this area is the need for more volunteers, for people to make themselves available so that they will, one, have the necessary training, and two, they will be able on the call to come forth and to assist in responding to any hazards, but responding with knowledge as to what needs to be done and how to get it done, and how to ensure that you are a manager who will be able to help protect lives and save property.
But Minister, I need, as soon as you mentioned the word volunteers, it is something that has definitely gone out the window with the years. And because when you ask somebody to volunteer, then they ask you, well, what is in it for me? And that's the first question you ask. Is it possible, as you look to develop certain programs with certain donor agencies, I'm not necessarily going to say, well, pay persons a salary, but is it possible to develop something that these persons can benefit from? Because they are giving. They are giving. And I don't think that people are prepared to give and just take happiness for giving in return.
Well, let us take it for what the name says, volunteer. And this is the whole industry itself, volunteerism. Yes, I agree that we have a situation right now where if people volunteer, they feel, okay, I give up my time, so I need some remuneration and so forth. I am not against that at all, because I do believe if I ask someone to come out and to volunteer, they may have to use the resources to get them there. So what we as an agency, and it is incrementally coming on, as to assisting the volunteers in a meeting. There is a small donation or allocation, I should say, a better word, allocation for assistance with meetings. Another allocation in terms of the use of cell phone to give them that ability so that they can use the cell phone, and it wouldn't come from them, but the agency take care of that. And my ultimate goal is, and I tried to do it before, but it was not successful, that if you're going to have a volunteer, be it the district leader or so forth, there should be something that, in terms of something tangible, they should have as a result of they contributing towards protecting the life of the district or the constituency. For now, every volunteer within the district committee will be fitted with a reflective vest. They will have a badge, so people will know who they are, and that badge itself will give them access to areas that normally during a disastrous situation, folks will not be able to enter. They will have access to it because of the role that they have to play. So, as I said, incrementally, we're moving into that direction in terms of, again, the resources to get the job done, be it forks, cutlasses, spade, eye protective wear, just name it. We have been able to procure a number of those things, so every district will have own complement. And of course, being in COVID this time, you have masks and gloves and so forth to ensure that they can volunteer in a time of, and while they do that, to be relatively safe.
See, and there's something that just comes to mind as we speak of volunteers and not necessarily paying them a salary, and probably what you can do, as you just spoke there, of the badges, and probably you yourself and maybe NADMA can speak to different business places, especially the supermarkets and so on, and say, hey, can we work something here that these people with these badges, once they present the badge with proper ID, that you would give them a 5% or 10% discount on what they would have purchased. And in that way, you're not necessarily giving them cash, but you're showing them that, hey, I care. And the people, meaning the business places, they're the ones who benefit from whenever disaster strikes more than anything else, because they're the ones who sell so much stuff.
I want to commend you for this suggestion. We have looked at a number of things. That one didn't come on the table.
That's why you're missing me there.
Thank you very much. And given that they will have the ID and so forth,
yeah,
that would be a good one. And I must say here that our corporate citizens, they have always responded positively to NADMA when we ask for partnership to make things happen. So I could see this as being an initiative that we will look into and look to implement. Thanks for it.
You want to bet that with this, you get a couple of people come in and say, hey, I want to volunteer. You see, because at least they're getting something tangible, and that's good.
Thanks for that. Yeah.
Minister, let's look. You've had, for instance, in St. Patrick here, you've had different engagements with communities as it relates to tsunami and so. Where are we placed? Quickly on that one.
Well, I'm happy you said that. So St. Patrick was the first community in Grenada designated as tsunami ready. So we would have established necessary protocol, put on the necessary signs, and so forth. We moved from St. Patrick's into Carrico and Peter Martin. So they were the second, if you say, community or district that would have been certified. We are currently working towards certifying St. George.
Okay.
And as you would appreciate, St. George is much larger than the two communities that I mentioned before. So rather than a 1 year, this would be a 2-year initiative.
Okay.
And we're looking forward to ensuring that from the north of St. George, up in looking at the Perseverance area up there, right down to the tip of Point Celine, we will be able to demarc and put in the necessary signs and establishing the muster points, so that in the event of a tsunami or so, our people will know what they need to do to get into safety. So we are a few months in the planning for it. I know the inundation maps should have been finalized by now, and that would have been the hardest thing to do. So yes, we're looking forward to ensuring that in 2023 we will have St. George tsunami certified.
Great. Elsa. That's a name some people don't want to, they don't want to be associated with at all, because it was, some people would say to you, it was the hurricane that did not start as a hurricane, did not look as a hurricane, and then developed into this, and then back down, and then up again. Elsa was, no,
Well, Elsa, and I don't think that's the way female normally behave.
I don't want to say that. You say it.
But Elsa was under a lot of stress, and she demonstrated that in the way she behaved and maneuvered through the region. For one, when she started up, yes, the area was large in that you had at one point in time some force wind from the eye extended out to over 125 miles. If the region, as it was, the trajectory was south, if it was passing over St. Vincent, Grenada likely to experience some effects of it. So we're tracking this, and I have to always commend my team of meteorologists at the Maurice Bishop International Airport. They have demonstrated over the years that they're one of the best units in the region. And I say this without any fear of compromise. They are one of the best. They have not been required to recall any forecast that they have given. Mind you, the line of forecasting, our focal point for Grenada is Trinidad and Tobago. So when the Hurricane Center and Trinidad will communicate as to what is happening in our region, first of all, whatever forecast is sent to Trinidad, who will then contextualize it to our local setting, because you will be given a forecast that is broad-based for the entire region.
Mm-hmm.
And when they contextualize it for our region, then communicate to our Met Office. Our Met Office don't really just take it like this and distribute. They contextualize it, run it through 4 of their own models, specific to Grenada. So when they come out with something and they say to you, this is what's going to happen, tell yourself, this is what's going to happen. And we have seen where countries went ahead and upgraded the forecast and so forth, and then they had to revert it. I won't call names. We didn't have to do that. So for Elsa, when the debate was on as to place Grenada under a tropical storm watch, and a watch simply says that you can expect storm force activities within the jurisdiction in a 48-hour period. There was some debate as to whether or not we should be placed, but for safety it was. And mind you, there is a lot of issues in Trinidad now as a result, but I wouldn't go into that. Elsa came, and what we knew, and very early, the Wednesday, in our emergency NEAC meeting, the Met Service advised that we will issue an adverse weather bulletin, because based on what they're seeing, there won't be much wind. We're going to get some precipitation, albeit it might be within a 4-hour window, but the system is moving so fast by the time you start getting the rain, it will be blown over. So with that now, we had to look at all the possibilities as to how to relate to this. Some people were thinking you should shut down the country, but there was no scientific evidence to dictate that you should take that drastic measure. And really and truly, there was none, because the system came through past our area by 10 o'clock, and by 12, or between 8 and 10, I should say, and by 12, the sun was out in St. George. We had a lot of flooding in the River Road area. We are used to that, but after that, by 12, I was able to drive around to observe the destruction we've had. And as I said, 12 o'clock, I was in through River Road. into the stadium and so forth. And I was able to say to the Prime Minister, we will have cricket tomorrow. Because at that time, the guys were marking the crease in the wicket. So, yes, so we've had the rains. What I will say going forward, when we have information as to precipitation, we would have said to the nation in the adverse weather bulletin, there is likely to be flooding in areas so prone. So we know, frankly, River Road, the stadium area, St. George's Methodist, they are in a flood-prone area. They are likely to have flood in that area. So then we will have to make decisions specific to that area. We left it up to the officials. We gave them the information, and that's what we said. Provide the qualified information to the nation, and the nation will make the decisions as they know they have to. So in the past, parents will say, okay, we have a lot of rain. I won't send my child or children to school today. We're going to keep them off. And that's what we were expecting. Some business places will say, okay, because of our location, we will not open at 8 as we used to, probably at 12. But that will be individual decisions. Because if we had acceded to the request by some section in the population, we would have been embarrassed. Because at 12 o'clock, the nation was back to normal.
Okay. Minister, if I didn't ask you this question, it will be a travesty in political journalism not to ask you this question this morning. I have to.
Okay, I hope I will be able to.
I hope you'll be able to. Looking at St. Andrew as a parish, there has been quite a number of different discussions on things that can happen and should happen in St. Andrew in relation to, it is disaster management, because once it rains, it floods. And we know that there have been different talks, the different parliamentary representatives, have spoken about it. Is there anything that you know that is in the works that could happen and may, put the people of the tongue or of the parish, St. Andrew, at a sort of a ease, understanding that something is definitely coming? From a disaster management point of view, is there anything that you know of?
Yes, there are two bits of work is currently on. As you would be aware, Grenada is being cited to be the first climate smart city in the region. So we had the Green Climate Fund sponsoring the study, and we had New York University doing this, and they did a lot of study as it relates to the Grenville tongue itself and the flooding. As you know, 4 rivers drain into to Grenville, and that in itself, if the tide is high, you have backup, and it creates a lot of problem. Some folks don't like to hear me say it, but when the study was done in 2000, just over 2000, and in 2008 you had a CDB approved project for the Greater Grenville and how to treat with this flooding and so forth. And unfortunately, government changed, and as a result, there was a review of the project. And every time you have a review, if a project is being approved by any lending institution and there is a review, you're going to lose money.
Okay.
And that would have impacted negatively on that project. So we are currently facing that sort of continued flooding because of this.
Okay.
But the second sort of study has been done through the Ministry of Infrastructure Development to ensure that the area of the bus terminus, we could prevent the extended flooding.
Okay.
You will not be able to stop the flooding altogether, but the time of the receipt of the water will be shortened considerably, and that study is pretty close to completion, and I look forward to the final outcome, because that in itself will ease the sort of problems that the tongue of Grenville has been experiencing over the years. But to finally say, the implementation of the not the Greater Grenville, but the climate smart city for St. George's with the extension of Grenville and Mackay and Soubise and so forth, when that is implemented, we will see a totally different Grenville. So the flooding that we're seeing right now would not be.
Well, I don't think that you could have ended on a higher note, Minister, giving quite a lot of hope to the people of St. Andrew that their town, Grenville, will most definitely or is under the microscope and will be dealt with in a timely fashion.
Yeah, it has been a pain for all of us, and coming from St. Andrew, and quite a lot of us from St. Andrew, we know the pain that our people have to endure whenever it rains heavily. We want to fix that. That is a commitment, and we're working towards it.
All right, here's what. This has never been done. You've never been asked to do this before. And this has nothing to do with your office as minister, has nothing to do with your government. It has to do with your relationship with your creator. Can you bless us before you go, please?
Oh, certainly I can. And I'm happy to do that. So, our Heavenly Father, we are indeed grateful to you for this beautiful day that you have made and the many blessings that you have bestowed upon us as a people. We thank you, Lord, for the medium that you have provided for us to communicate and to disseminate information. One, to develop our people, and two, for the protection of this nation. We thank you, Lord, that you have provided so much avenues for us and so much opportunities, and through this medium, your name has been blessed and uplifted because the facility has been provided, and we say thanks for it. But most of all, we thank you for keeping us as a nation. We thank you, Lord, for the protective hand that you have extended over Grenada, Carriacou, and Peter Martin. And though we have seen the ravages of COVID-19 in our neighboring countries, and we feel the pain that they're going through, we thank you, Lord, that you have spared us. We thank you for your protection over this many months. And we look forward to your continued protection. But we pray especially for our people that we'll continue to abide by the rules and regulations that have been established. May your hand continue to protect us. And in this hurricane season, we look forward, God, for your continued protection over Grenada, Carriacou, and Peter Martin. Bless the government and bless Andre and the station and management of Real FM. Bless your people. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Amen.
Now you know why Real FM is different. Eh? I keep saying that to you guys. You guys just don't know.
You may not have been hearing me, but I've been listening to you.
Okay, that's good. How is Stan? When last you seen him?
Well, I had him on the road this morning. As you know, I normally I would change and say we usually go out every morning, Monday to Friday, and do a 4-mile walk.
Okay.
Sometimes I have him going, but he has gotten a little bit stronger.
That 100 meters is still on?
Andre, you've gotten older, so I will not want to hurt you.
You acting like if Gawi has gotten younger. Are you crazy? So let go about yourself, yeah? Take care. I'll talk to you again.
All the best.
Okay, one love. Okay, bye-bye. It's real. It's 91.9 FM on your dial. 4 minutes now before the top 9 o'clock. It was indeed a pleasure speaking there with Senator Winston Gawi this morning. This is Real FM Radio, your station. Stay with us.
With everybody scrambling.
This is Dr. Chaichan again. Just letting you know, excuse for sexual violence against our children.
And me say no make them take advantage of you.
A message from Grenlick.
To maximize energy efficiency, pay attention to how you use energy and track your energy costs. Take the time to read and understand your bill.
Grenlick, energizing our Grenada. Call us at 237 or visit grenlick.com.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handle me real nice.
They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, inset screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
With more, with the NLA's Daily Cash Fall every day, with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from